Welcome to Beach Cottage Double Wide. Today we're tackling the master bedroom. Hi, I'm Mitch, and this is John. Well, the seal is
do
done.
the job right the first time.
Around Thanksgiving, we acquired a 2-bedroom, 2-bath mobile home double wide very close to Tampa Bay in Palmetto, Florida. And we're going to take you through the whole trial and tribulation of renovating this little 1980s beauty and making it into something that we really love. From renovation, tear out, changing light fixtures, painting, fixing problems, and discovering things that weren't disclosed to us before the closing.
As of 7 a.m. today, your service is currently delayed.
I want to turn the power off. They knew about it and they didn't disclose it to us. Yeah.
I think I can push it out.
I don't either. It's been hectic and there's been lots of ups and downs on the way. For example, did we manage to get in for Christmas? What else still needed to be done? What more changes have to be finished before we can call this place finished? This big cube thing is gonna be my wall storage. That is going to go right here. We're shopping at local stores to source all our materials, paints, supplies, things to decorate the house with. We're even sourcing stuff on Facebook Marketplace to turn this crazy little place into a home. I am at home. And we're going to share the whole process, everything from start until we are finished. And we're going to share the ups, the downs, the pitfalls, things to watch out for, things to consider, and all the fun. I didn't have the camera on. Our mission is to turn this place into something that has a beach cottage vibe while still being true to its 1980s mobile roots, and not trying to make this place something that it isn't, but trying to enhance the good bones that are here. Oh my gosh. That damn thing is a beast. You what? Oh, good. I get to play the song. I'm so glad we got that crap out of here. Oh my God. So join us for the renovation, the knowledge, the tips, the tricks, the how-tos, the pitfalls, and the things to remember as we transform this adorable little mobile into our very own beach cottage. This is our cool doorbell. I love this. Welcome to the Beach Cottage Double Wide. All I want for Christmas is to be waking up here for Christmas. I want to wake up here in my new place for Christmas. It's the 1st of December, and we want to be in here and settled by Christmas. T-minus 24 days and counting. How are we going to do this? How are we going to make this work? How is this going to happen? Well, first, we have to start with the master bedroom. When we started this process, I didn't necessarily know that I was going to be starting a YouTube channel for it either. So I have a limited amount of footage for this first couple of videos and a lot more photos. But then I realized this project's going to be a lot bigger than we initially had thought. So I transition it over into video, and you'll see more video as time moves along here. But for the early parts of this series, things will be a lot of photos as well as video. When we close, it's almost like it's like right there at Thanksgiving time. And the mission was to try to be in and settled for Christmas. And the only way that we can really do that is, can we sleep here? We had to be able to sleep here, cook here, and, shower and do some laundry. Those were the requirements we needed to say that we were settled, so to speak, and moved in. So, got right to work, started yanking carpet out of the master bedroom. Okay, let's talk flooring. Now, we found an incredibly good deal on this beautiful flooring that comes from Lowe's. What is it, babe? Style Selections or Style Solutions?
Style Selections.
Style Selections. And the color is Natural Hickory. And we had someone that had a whole bunch extra of it, like 40 some odd boxes, which was going to be enough for us to do the 3 rooms that we needed, the bathrooms, the closets, all of it. However, we had to go get it over at their place, get it back to my place, get it into John's truck, and then get it over here, because at the time we picked this flooring up, we hadn't actually closed on the house yet. We knew we were going to, but it wasn't official. That means we had no place to put it. That means we had to do some shuffling around. I don't know if you've ever picked up a box of flooring that has, like, say, 18, 20 square feet of flooring in it. It's heavy. It's really, really heavy. And it was kind of a neat trick getting it from there to my place, then back up to here. The day we picked it up, for example, we had it all stacked on the bed in the back of my van, all underneath the bed in the back of the van. And we got it almost back home, and then had to merge into some traffic and hit the brakes. And when I did that, a bunch of the boxes came sliding off the bed and hit the floor of the van, which broke a few of the boxes open, damaged a couple of pieces on the edge. It really wasn't catastrophic, but it was inconvenient, to say the least. And that's a lot of weight to schlep around. I'm just going to tell you that. It was making... My bed was sagging. It felt like the van had an elephant on it while I was driving. That's pretty heavy stuff. So for tips for anybody doing this much flooring, look, have it delivered. Just to have it delivered. Save you so much wear and tear on your body and your vehicle. And speaking of deliveries, we also had to take a delivery of OSB, because there was no way we were schlepping like 30 sheets of that stuff around. That just... I don't know if you've moved OSB either, but a 4x8 sheet of OSB, not easy for one person to do by themselves over and over and over again. And I'm on a walker. I'm not a lot of help with moving something like that. So once we got the flooring here, we also had to get delivery of the OSB here also, so that John could actually get started. And he started yanking out the carpet before the OSB came. So you're going to see in a couple of the pictures that, you know, what that subfloor looked like. Subfloor in amazing shape. Now, I'm only mentioning the subfloor issue because we're getting all this OSB. This is not to repair anything that's wrong with the floor, just to let you guys know that. The floor was just great in here. It really didn't need anything. But the height difference between where the pergo is and where the subfloor ended up after the carpet and the padding were taken out was pretty significant difference, and a tripping hazard for basically all of us. Me, my mom, John, like it just wasn't going to work out. So why we're laying all of this OSB everywhere is to bring the level of the flooring up so that we don't have big steps all over the place. In order to accomplish this master bedroom renovation, yes, we have to paint, yes, we have to put window treatments up, but first things first, that nasty carpet had to go. It smelled, it was stained, it was just, oh God, no, it had to go. It had to go. Now, the way the bedroom is laid out, you have like the sink and the dressing area and the master closet sort of behind where that is. And then the actual water closet and shower are in that smaller little ante room. That's the actual bathroom here that you're looking at. And believe it or not, this is in pretty good shape. But yeah, it had some like weird linoleum or something like that in there. And you could see below there that there was carpet on the floor in this, dressing area over here by the sink, and then all the way through the bedroom. And aren't those floral curtains just beautiful? Oh my goodness. Now, I've zoomed in on this area. This is where the master transitions into the hallway. And you can see, even with the carpet there, that there's a step up almost going into the hallway because of that pergo. Once we took the carpet out and the pad out, that was a big step. Like, that was like an inch, maybe a little bit better. That's why we had to use the OSB to bring the floor up level. In these pictures, you can see where the subfloor is and the OSB hasn't been laid yet. But John started putting that paint in there so that he could get the wall started. You'll notice also that when you see it on the wall, not that the lighting is great in these pictures, it is in the evening time too, but it does come out a little bit darker for that particular color than what it looks like in the store. It looks like there might have been water damage in this corner, John. It does in fact have a little bit of water damage over here. Paneling in these mobiles is kind of susceptible to that. But this Valspar paint covered right over it. 2 coats and you're done. It has primer in it. Way better than Kills. Oh my gosh, this stuff is awesome. And here's a couple of days later with the OSB laid down now and the flooring actually starting to go down. Now, the wall color that you see back there is something called Sprinkle, and that is a Valspar paint available from Lowe's, and it is amazing, this stuff. 2 coats and you're done. I mean that. It's thick. It's like pudding almost. It's so thick. And it covers beautifully, does an outstanding job. Don is a diehard Valspar fan, absolutely loves it, loves to work with it. Painting isn't his favorite thing, but if he has to use paint, he wants to use good paint. And this Valspar stuff that we got, we have it in that sprinkle color, and we also have it in like an icy blue color too. And we even picked up a sample in a dark teal. Because at some point, I'm hoping we're going to be painting the cupboards in the kitchen to kind of adjust the color in there a little bit. And I'd like where that thin line is on the cupboard doors to actually go in there with that dark teal color. But that's going to be down the road, because right now we're just focused on being able to spend the night. We can't worry about what the kitchen looks like when we're trying to worry about being able to sleep here. Another thing that we needed to have here in order to be able to stay, obviously, was once we got the flooring in, we needed a bed. Now envision me, 5'6", John, what are you, 6'3", babe? Yeah. John's 6'3", wedged into a full-size bed with my 2 service dogs. John is 6'3". That's 75 inches, which is the entire length of a full-size mattress. So his feet were always hanging off the top, and he always had Buddy he was above my head or above John's, kicking one of us in the head, while Dixie was flapping around on the bottom, and it did not work. That had to stop. We both needed to be able to get a good night's sleep. We both needed to be able to stretch out. So, right after closing for the Thanksgiving sales, the Black Friday sales, all of that stuff, I actually ended up finding a really good deal on a adjustable split king bed frame and some 10-inch foam mattresses to go on it. And as you can see, that gives us 5 extra inches long on the bed. It's actually a twin XL double is what it is. So now we have 76 inches wide. Both of us can fit with the dogs in between us, and John's feet no longer hang off the bottom of the bed. Great. And that's what we ended up with for a bed. And this thing's slick. It's got underbed lights, and it's got the 0 gravity setting to get your head and your feet up. It has a massage feature on it. And after working on this place, moving stuff around, it's pretty tough on the body. So that massage feature was like key to one of the things that we felt like we needed to have. It was probably the most expensive thing that was purchased for the place, aside from maybe bathroom fittings and fixtures. So it was like the splurge that we would now have a king-size bed, be able to adjust our own side each, and put the massage on the feet only, head only, both, as each independently we wanted. So that was another one of the things that we needed to do to get this master bedroom kind of together. And that bed sat there, set up for a few days before we actually, were able to be ready to stay over here. We had too much other stuff going on. Every day we would be over here doing stuff. Every day we would turn that bed on for about 10-15 minutes. Didn't even have any bedding on it yet. Didn't even have mattress protectors on it yet. But we would just lay flat on that thing, turn it on, try to, get a little massage in, a little rest in before we'd take off and go back to the other place and pack some more or cook dinner or whatever. It was like a daily thing where we would look at that bed and we'd be like, oh, we just got to get into it for like 15 minutes and drag ourselves back to the other house and wedge ourselves back back into that full-size bed. And all we can keep saying at this point is, oh, we just can't wait until we're able to spend the night here so we can sleep in this bed, just like spend a whole night in it. You'll notice as you look around this room as well that we have a pretty big piece of furniture in there. The dresser piece, the wardrobe piece. I found that thing on Facebook Marketplace. It's a solid wood Henredon piece, and it weighs a ton. That thing ended up staying in my van for days because when we went to pick it up down in Venice Englewood area, we couldn't get it in without help, and the gal who sold it to us ended up calling her neighbors, and it took 3 people plus John to get it up into my van, and then it sat there for about 5 days until he had some help to get it out of the van so that we could get that into the room too. Even with the drawers taken out, I mean, this thing is all there, every ounce of it. So that was a bit of an adventure to get that thing in there. But was it worth it? Oh my gosh, what a beautiful piece.
Got clothes in the dresser.
Babe, I got a drawer I haven't even put stuff in yet. What a beautiful piece. The only thing I'm going to tweak and change on that is I'm going to change the color of the hardware on it so that it matches a little better in there. Because it's like a brass, but it's aged and tarnished a little bit. So it kind of doesn't go with the bed. It kind of doesn't go with the nightstands. So that's going to get just a little bit of paint on that. I'll have to take those off, paint those, and put them back on. But other than that, it matched in here perfectly. It actually matched the paneling that was in here, like, perfectly. Had we not painted the room, it would have almost disappeared into the wall, really. And while we did start out with it at the foot of the bed, it actually worked a lot better over on that other wall by the door so that it wasn't impeding your progress when you came into the room. And I've got all my clothes here now. Most of them are unpacked and not everything is folded and put away. But, I mean, geez, I've got so much space in that thing. It's crazy. I love this piece. And we got it on Facebook Marketplace for like $75. And oh yeah, the 20 we had to tip the folks who helped us to get it in the van. Now this is a pretty big flooring job, and we did not get it all done on this day. Yeah, and this isn't the only room we did a big bunch of flooring in either, just to throw that out there so you know some of the future content that's coming. It took the course of a few different days, with John getting the main part of the room, then the master closet, then that outer bathroom area done. And while we did a big chunk of it at one time, we sort of had to stop and work on other things, then go back to it, because we had to do some work in the bathroom itself, that little small area of the bathroom where the commode and the shower are. So we got most of the flooring laid in the master. Then we took a break, did some other stuff, and then had to come back to that. But let's take a look at some of the progress that you see on that master floor at this point of the renovation. Beautiful floor. Future home of beautiful floor. More future home of beautiful floor. And John just took the shoe rack that was built in original out because I thought it was ugly.
And that bathroom door has been turned around. Used to open into the bathroom.
Oh.
That's why it doesn't close.
Well, if we take this door right here off, we can take that one and put a little barn slider, and then that's taken care of, right? Like, then we don't need an actual swing door at all, if we don't want one.
Yeah, there's enough room to the barn door.
Cool. And then we'll just get rid of that door because we don't really need a door on the closet.
Unless you want one.
For what? I don't know. so I don't see my clothes in the mirror behind me when I'm doing my 2-second makeup routine. Yeah, I am too. Right, I'm gonna go put more shelf liner in. Yup. Got that corner piece there. Ready for some trim. We gotta put this thing together so we can start putting clothes in it. But the floor is done. At least do the closet. And over to here. Now, obviously, just gotta change out that toilet there too. We have to bring this floor level up because this is where the carpet ended. So yeah, that's we're gonna have to do the floor in here and bring it up level with everything else. And I've got this issue with the wallpaper, and I think we figured out how we're gonna get around that and get that all straight. So not gonna worry about that too much, but man, that hickory looks awesome. I love it. All right, yes, we got a long way to go, but we're getting there. Well, it took a few days, but we ended up with this nice seamless floor from the main part of the bedroom through this little dressing area and in the master closet, and it makes it look so much bigger. So there's how everything is going with the master floor so far. It's taken us some time and a few days, but it's actually coming along pretty well. And by having that done, we can get some other things going. Setting up the bed, getting clothes brought over, getting the dresser put together, all of that stuff, so that we can start getting ourselves to a point where maybe we can think about sleeping here and trying it out overnight. Christmas is only 24 days away, and time is just blowing by us. And we are not sure if we're going to make it in for Christmas at this point. We don't even know. So you'll find out when we do, I guess. In the meantime, while John's working on all this flooring, I'm lining the cupboards so that I can think about bringing pots and pans and spices and food and all that other good stuff over from the other place to this one. So let's take a look at that next. Thanks so much for joining us for this installment of Beach Cottage Double Wide, and let's take a look at the next video in the series, which is lining the shelves, and the link for that will be right here.